Did you see it?
Oh shit. YouTube, I'm Beardo. I'm a live streamer over at twitch.tv/BeardoGeekLive, but as well as that, I react to scary videos. And this video is Nuke's top 10 scary videos to give you it stains. No pit stains here. Maybe it's the black t-shirt, but let's go. Headphone full, maximum effect.
Top 10 ghosts caught on camera. Something in the sewer. Now, this next strange video was recorded for educational purposes by the Athens, Georgia Public Utilities Department. The clips were actually filmed as an educational video for kids.
So it's not a ghost hunting video?
To show children what you can and can't flush down a toilet. The footage shows a robotic camera being guided through a long sewer system. Everything appears normal until the camera approaches something very strange in the dark water.
It's a poo ghost.
Something that almost looks like a small headless pale torso.
That is a big poo.
Appears to be.
Looks like a hand. There. Looks like somebody doing like the backstroke. Ooh.
Disturbed by the camera, and a creepy looking hand seems to reach out and attempt to grab at the lens.
Grabbed it.
Now, I have no idea what this is, and neither does anyone at the Athens Public Utilities Department. They claim the footage is still under investigation. So for now, this eerie figure is a complete and total mystery.
Well, it's not a real person laying in sewage water. That looked like a hand doing that. And the fact that this isn't a ghost hunter or a ghost hunting video, this is a video somebody showing what you can and can't flush down sewers, and then the damage done to the environment, I guess. And there's something sat in the grey water trying to grab cameras. That's probably the freakiest thing I have seen in my short time watching these types of videos. Ow, that's hot.
The ghosts of the Queen Mary.
Oh, I've seen this ship.
Investigator and author Brandon Alvis, who some of you might know from the popular TV series Ghost Hunters, has dedicated many years of his life to researching and recording the paranormal. But even for Brandon, there is one investigation that stands out as particularly creepy. And that is the investigation of the historic RMS Queen Mary.
I've seen a few different shows go there.
The RMS Queen Mary sailed the North Atlantic Ocean from 1936 to 1967, serving as both a cruise ship and even an Allied troop ship during World War II. The ship has seen its fair share of tragic deaths. One of them being that of a little girl who drowned in the ship's swimming pool.
Oh no.
Many visitors and employees claim that the ship's swimming pool area is very haunted, and some even say that they've seen the spirits of both women and children dressed in 1930s style swimsuits. While investigating the swimming pool area, Brandon and a fellow investigator both hear something disturbing.
I watch a lot of these videos, and I watch a lot of ghost hunting shows that I don't react to. And always is get out, help us, help me. When you actually listen, there's nothing like what they're saying on screen. And what that is they'll tell you what the sound is, and your brain will just automatically turn it into that sound. That sounded like a cat's meow, the get out. The help us actually sounded like help us, but...
Come closer. No way.
an unknown voice yells out from somewhere nearby.
Alright. The second time with the audio enhanced definitely sounded like Get Out. On the second time it says it. Help Us still didn't sound like Help Us to me. It was just a noise. A noise that shouldn't be there. But still. Didn't quite sound like what they are saying it sounded like. But your brain tries to make sense of shapes, sounds, and your brain will turn it into something you can understand and recognize. So, probably what's going on there. But those noises still shouldn't be there, which and freaky in itself.
But that's not all that Brendan captured on the RMS Queen Mary. Now, Brendan is completely alone except for one other investigator and a security guard. The pool is empty and is no longer in use, and
he's completely alone, except for a security guard and another teammate. That's not alone. That's 3 people. Brandon and 2 others.
The area is off limits to all other guests. So what happens next is truly chilling. Did you see it?
Oh shit!
Someone or something can be seen in one of the swimming pool changing stalls. The chilling figure appears to have glowing eyes as it watches the
looks like a little girl sat in a doorway in an area where there is nobody. Now, of course, being a paranormal investigating show, they could well have had somebody sat there to look like a creepy little girl. If they didn't, they have caught legitimately a ghost that people have seen on numerous occasions on video. And it's pretty sad that it's a child. Very, very sad. Yet very compelling that they've caught that if it is not a real person.
A small group from the shadows.
And blinks as well.
Brendan says that they did not see anything at the time of the recording. So just who or what is lurking in the dark?
And why would you be hiding there?
Let me know what you think. You can read about Brendan Alvis's spooky experiences while investigating haunted places in his new book, Elements of a Haunting. Cradle Creeper. Proud parents Kaylee and Stuart have a TikTok account dedicated to their newborn daughter, Ren May. The account usually...
Don't like it when it's stuff with babies and kids. If this is like a kid sleeping and something creeping up in the... Oh, no. No. Not a fan. But... No. Go.
Chronicles happy experiences from the young family's life. So when this next video was posted, their viewers were shocked.
Wait, what? But, oh, the baby's in their room with them. I had a Funko Pop in my way. Oh, oh, that is a hand. And he heard it.
Night vision cameras first capture a bizarre, unexplained shadow.
I saw
in the
shadow.
upper left corner of the room. Then, what seems like a creepy little hand can be seen clawing at little Ren May's crib mattress.
It's not a little hand.
The newborn tips sleeps right through it. But Dad Stewart hears the noise and wakes up.
Those fingers were adult-sized fingers. Baby's hand was close to the camera and tiny. Those 2 fingers were bigger than the baby's hand. That was an adult hand. That baby looks tiny in that crib. You're not going to get a full-grown person under there. I mean, look how close to the floor the slats are. and it wakes him up. The shadow beforehand, that could have just been, is there another child in the house? A cat, a dog, something? Or even there's a window this side of the hallway, a car headlight has cast a shadow. That maybe nothing. That there, a creepy little hand, that shouldn't be there. How would you get under there without these being away? And the fact that it woke him up, it's obviously made a noise.
And just as Stuart looks over at the crib, the hand quickly disappears out of sight. Parents Kaylee and Stuart are very disturbed by the incident and say that they have no idea what they captured on camera. Haunted by the past. Paranormal investigator Alex from the YouTube channel Hunting the Unknown is joined by his friend Tony as they set out to investigate the allegedly haunted Knowlton Church in Dorset, England.
Before we crack on with this, if that's your baby, your house, what do? You report to the police? Just move out, set fire to everything? Let me know in the comments what you would do if you caught that. I mean, their TikTok is not a haunted TikTok. That is a TikTok. Happens to have a hand. Oh, that is horrible. No, I don't like that.
The ancient church has been left in ruins, sitting in an empty field. However, this wasn't always the case. Over 500 years ago, the church was surrounded by a thriving English village. Then, tragedy struck. In the year 1485, all of the village's inhabitants, men, women, and children, were struck down by the sickness of the bubonic plague, aka the Black Death. No one in the village survived. The old crumbling church is said to be forever haunted by their spirits.
Bet it is.
So, cut back to modern times.
You know, if somewhere is going to be haunted, where a full village has been wiped out by the Black Death, that would be the place. But I'm not utterly convinced in stuff like graveyards being haunted, because nobody dies in graveyards. That's just where your corpse goes to rest, and if a soul is a real thing, why would you hang around a graveyard? You're going to hang around the place where you died, loved, or have an attachment to. So this, yeah, if something could be haunted, this could be it.
And in the dark of night, the two investigator team Hunting the Unknown explore the old Knowlton Church. They get a few responses from their spirit box, and their motion activated lights are triggered a few times, but nothing too dramatic. That is, except for when they start to explore with their thermal camera. What they catch is shocking.
So guys, we're going to try something new where we've got a thermal camera attached to my phone. We're going to try and turn it on and see if we can try and like see anything on camera. The balls are still going off here, so we're going to try and aim it in this direction and see if we can get some scared.
Balls are going off.
Camera. Oh, what? Oh man, what the we just caught? What? What the
That looks like a person.
Oh, no way. Literally just there, mate.
Do it again. It's there. Whatever it is, it's there, bro. Mate. Mate, that's a person.
Look, it's like a kid. Runs off. Over there, behind that.
Yeah.
Like here.
Over in the corner.
It runs off here. Yeah. And it goes like that. Into here, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What the man?
Wow.
A childlike figure can be seen running past Alex and then disappearing right
and
into
making
a
no
solid...
It made no sound on the gravel. There clearly wasn't anyone there. That's kind of freaky. Now, I've seen a video debunking these thermal imaging cameras, saying they only work very close proximity to whatever you're testing the temperature of. And that video I watched debunked cameras. Wrong, because one of my old jobs, we used to use thermal imaging cameras because we have ducting where I worked and potentially get fires in the duct, or we had fires in the ducting. Ceilings there were about 30 foot up in the air. Thermal imaging camera would be able to check that high up. So the video debunking these cameras was wrong.
Stone wall. The investigators are shocked by their capture of what appears to be a child spirit running around in the church. So could this be the ghost of a little boy or girl who was one of the tragic victims of the plague so many centuries ago?
Could be.
Let me know your thoughts down below.
I'd be freaked if I saw that.
Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. The New Bern haunting. Sam Aldridge, his wife, and 2 young children live in a beautiful home in New Bern, North Carolina that was built in the late 1950s.
That's a very nice house.
Although the home is charming and spacious, Sam says that the property's history is not good. One of the previous owners passed away in the upstairs master bedroom, and the remains of 2 unidentified individuals were found buried in the backyard. Cause of death unknown. Sam and his wife have both witnessed creepy, unexplained activity.
I hope they got a discount on that house. And yeah, that's all that.
Activity in the house, and they believe their home might be haunted. Even their family dog Loki seems very disturbed by what's going on.
He has no shot collar, no shot collar at all. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and take this off just so you'll know that there's nothing there. Come on, bud.
No shock collar. Nobody should ever put a shock collar on a dog for any reason. If you put a shock collar on a dog, you're an asshole and you're cruel, and I don't like you.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay, buddy.
Beautiful dog.
Tail down. Oh. I posted. See, me and him both heard that.
Dog's sharing it.
He's gonna fucking run and leave me up here like a douchebag.
Dogs are a douchebag. Your dog's smart.
Straight up.
Sam says that not only does the house have an odd history, but an odd layout as well. In particular, there is a strange door upstairs that seems to lead nowhere and has no stairs leading up to it. In a video, as Sam explains where the door is located, he captures something downright creepy.
You can kind of see just how high up that door actually is.
Why did you put the door up there?
Floor. Yeah, you're looking at 10 plus 8. So you're looking at least 18 feet.
Ooh, that was a big dark shadow.
Down.
That looks solid.
Why the
A strange shadow figure can be seen, and 2 different voices can be heard seemingly speaking to Sam.
If you're on the bottom floor, bottom floor, bottom floor.
Watch out. Ooh. I was saying earlier that there's just random noises and your brain will make sounds. Those 2 sounded like it said exactly what was said. That makes sense. Watch
Sam
out.
has no idea what he just captured and simply explains that the area behind the door is attic storage space. So, one night Sam begins to hear strange sounds throughout his house. He hits record on his phone and goes to investigate. And that's when he sees something that shocks him to his core. I thought there was somebody stood there. Was I wrong?
sound genuinely terrified.
Like
I would
creepy,
too.
glowing, wide-set eyes seem to appear out of the darkness, peering at Sam as he stares back in terror. Whatever it is, then just seems to disappear. And that's not all that Sam has captured inside his haunted home. The creepy activity even starts to occur in the middle of the day.
Wow. That's his reflection there. Is that a big shadow? That could be his shadow, right?
A loud sound startles Sam, and when he turns around, a white translucent figure appears to push a rocking horse, causing it to rock slowly back and forth.
That was not a white translucent figure. When he had the camera pointed at the ceiling, it did that morphing kind of thing, and that's exactly what it just did on that wall. The fact the rocking chair moved, legitimately quite scary, but the white translucent figure wasn't a figure, I don't think, because it did that weird matrixy effect on the ceiling before he turned the camera there. Did it on the stairs as well.
Now, with all this collected and highly disturbing footage, of course Sam's TikTok following is undecided on whether to believe his story or just write it off as another elaborate TikTok hoax.
Could be.
So is it real supernatural activity?
A white thing was coming down the stairs as well.
Good editing. As always, I leave that up to you to decide. The Village of Shadows. Japanese
like a lovely
paranormal
place.
YouTuber Takachi Camera travels to a creepy abandoned village somewhere in the mountains of Japan. Over the years, many curious visitors to the
That looks terrifying before you go anywhere near it.
old deserted village have claimed to experience terrifying paranormal activity. So the YouTuber decides to see for himself.
Why did Japanese ghosts seem so much creepier?
Takachi goes inside one of the few remaining homes in the village to start his investigation. But no sooner than he gets all of his camera equipment set up,
creepy house.
he starts to hear strange footsteps just outside the building.
ほらほらほらマジ来てる影が来てる影がいっぱい影おる多分一人じゃないマジ囲まれてるこれどうなの
That was a big ass shadow.
ちょっと待って
Big ass light.
静かにちょっと待って気配消して
Could be anything being outside.
完全に気配消す
Animal. Getting too close to a light.
ほらほらほら来てる来
Oh,
てる
no, that's a person.
マジうせろどういう状況
Takachi watches in horror as someone seems to be walking around his equipment just outside the abandoned home. Fearing the
Freaky.
worst, Takachi believes that there might be squatters or other people roaming around the abandoned village. He decides that the situation is just too unsafe and decides to leave.
Good decision. Get your
Now,
cameras
as
nicked.
if that wasn't creepy enough, Takachi has no idea that this isn't the only spooky event that he recorded that night. Later, he's checking back over his footage, and he notices that as he was recording his video intro, he caught something absolutely chilling.
Wait.
ちょっと待っていやちょっと待って足音めっちゃ聞こえるって
What am I looking for?
嘘やろちょっと待っていやあかんそう皆様お久しぶりでございます。今日はですねとある廃村に来ているんですけれども、僕の動画を見ていただいている方の中には幽霊の存在を信じてない方も多いかと思います。僕もですね今までいろんな心霊スポットに行ってとても危険な目に遭ってきました。ですが幽霊の存在を 100% 信じているわけではありません。なので今日もですねいろんな取れ高アイテムを持ってきましたので、
Where's the scary thing then?
それを使って 幽霊の存在を証明していきたいと思います。来てるな。
I'm not seeing anything. Move up the hair. Move up the hair. Looks like a shadow creeping up on him.
That just behind him, a bizarre shadow-like figure is slowly approaching. So could it be that the paranormal YouTuber captured one of the spirits that previous visitors claimed to have seen? Or just what is this?
That's a weird shadow. Not being right. His light be cast in this shadow. Your shadow is always joined to something like there. Look, nice and thick, and it thins out and elongates. That is not attached to anything. Free roaming shadow. That is horrible.
Afraid of the dark. The following footage was shared to Reddit by a concerned father who believes that his family might be dealing with an evil presence inside their home. He says that they've all seen and heard things in their house that they can't explain. So, late one night, the static camera in their kitchen captures this eerie sound.
The hell was that? That looked like digital screen. Oh, they've viewed it in real life, have they?
This bizarre high-pitched sound was heard at 3:25 in the morning. Now, Reddit users are quick to write it off as either cars outside or the screeching of old plumbing. But the man who posted the video is not so convinced. Later, the worried father shares another video captured by his security camera. In the video, his daughter seems to get the scare of a lifetime.
Why are they always picking on the kids? Leave the kids alone. That's a radio. Previous videos where I've said things disappearing is down to poor quality cameras. There it was. Oh, that's not a ghost, that's the child running, and she disappears. Once she disappears, she runs through. Other videos would have played that off as a ghost. This guy clearly hasn't. Really low quality webcam or security camera. Couldn't keep up with the movement. Kind of proved, like the thing with the cat, my first episode. The cat disappeared. That's exactly what that is. Just the camera not being up to capturing every frame. I've only captured like 10 frames a second. She moved too quick. Something scared the shite out of her.
The young girl is woken up when her radio suddenly turns on. The girl then claims that she saw a shadowy figure just standing in her room. She lets out a piercing scream as she jumps from her bed and runs to her parents' bedroom. Her parents rush to her room to check it out, but they don't find anything. So what do you think is going on here? Is this just a child's overactive imagination or a nightmare?
Maybe, but she was
or could the girl actually have seen a scary shadow figure standing in her bedroom? Either way, I believe that one thing is certain, and that is that her terrified reaction is in no way fake or staged.
Oh, that was genuine fear.
But you decide. The never-ending nightmare. These next creepy videos were recorded by Kathy Gallinger from the YouTube channel Paranormal Nightmares. I originally featured Kathy years ago after she began to experience unexplained activity in her home in Canada.
Okay guys, so I came in my room, heard a noise.
Dog versus haunted closet.
Again. Closet's open. The dog hasn't left. Lucy, what do you hear?
Oh wow, that camera's got bad quality. Light flickering as well.
What the
Now, the activity has begun to affect not only her cute little dog Lucy, but all.
If that's faked, easily done. Somebody in the wardrobe, yank at the door, wire, string. That could be easily done. If the camera had gone in there and looked in the wardrobe without a break and then shown there was nobody in there, more believable.
Also her cats Salem and Stormy as well.
That is an angry cat. So you got two cats and a dog. Maybe they've had a bit of a scrap, you know?
Stormy violently hisses at something that we can't see, and then jumps
It might have
onto
been
the
the
kitchen
other cat
counter to
or the dog.
hide. Now, maybe this footage can simply be explained away as a cat just being weird. But this next clip is a lot harder to explain, and this time it's Kathy's other cat, Salem, that is caught in a quote, paranormal nightmare.
Now, initially, I just said that it's just poor quality camera again, matrixing. But the cat was looking at it and then legged it when it moved.
Salem appears to be spooked and is keeping a close eye on an old doll. Then an ominous dark cloud of smoke appears out of thin air, frightening the cat and sending it dashing away in fear. Kathy believes
That's
that her
freaky.
collection of antique dolls might have spirits attached to them.
Annabelle.
She thinks that these spirits might be causing the terrifying activity in her home.
Get rid of them.
But what do you think? I highly recommend checking out Kathy's YouTube channel, Paranormal Nightmares, where she shares the many captures of supernatural activity in her home.
Animals are supposed to be a lot more sensitive to stuff, so yeah. The wardrobe thing, I don't know how much I put in that because she doesn't go into the wardrobe to prove there's nobody inside of it. The cat reacting to that smoke, that was freaky.
Lurking outside. TikTok user Bruno5M claims that he and his family often see strange things around their farm in Tucumán, Argentina, including the mysterious figure of a young girl dressed all in black, roaming the countryside. One night, without the family knowing, Bruno's young sister sees something outside her window, moving around in the dark. Inexplicably, she sneaks out to record all on her own. And needless to say, it did not go well.
Hola chicos, estoy grabando este video porque mi papá y mi mamá se fueron a comprar una cosa en el almacén y mi hermano Seban está en la pieza, pero yo sentí el olor por acá. No sé qué está pasando, pero quiero tratar de grabar.
Like, why have you gone out there, kid?
¡Ah! Miren eso.
The girl's brother says that he and his family are shocked that the young girl went outside to film on her own. He says that she is doing fine, but is still a bit shaken up by the strange encounter to this day. So what do you think this creepy figure with glowing eyes
Could just be a real person sneaking about, but either way, that's still creepy when there's a kid wandering around on her own and there's somebody hiding. Ugh.
this could be?
Don't like that.
Paranormal or not, I leave it to you to decide. Run. YouTube user Adam Lowen and 2 of his friends are exploring an allegedly haunted house in Portland, Oregon. He says that he has heard strange unexplained noises there in the middle of the night and has even seen things moving around in the dark. They plan to record proof of what Adam believes to be paranormal phenomenon. It did not go well.
Phenomenon.
Turn on your flashlight. Okay.
No, but seriously, dude, if you die, I have to go home, and that's not very fun.
No, that's hilarious.
They locked it. What the
This is so it's not locked, dude. Check it out. Say that again.
Dude, somebody's told to live down here.
Alright, wait. We're okay. Over here. What are you doing? Is it on? Yeah, what's going on? Alright. Dude, I'm not going in. I'm not going. You're free. Go. Nicole, I think you should go. Go. Get out of there. Dude, there's spider webs. You know what? Alright, dude.
Spider webs out.
Afraid of spiders. Dude, come on. What? Alright, go. Alright, let me get some footing here. It's kind of hard.
Dude, just go. Hurry up. You go.
They don't want to go in there.
Dude. What was? Get it. Go. Go.
A white shapeless apparition scares the out of them as it screeches out of a doorway, and the 3 friends run out of the house in abject terror.
I don't know what that was,
now,
but
this
wow.
original video was uploaded way back in 2008. But to this day, Adam says that he has no explanation for what happened that night. Adam's never posted another paranormal video on his channel.
Oh, that's weird.
He says that since that night, he has stayed away from the paranormal and has just dedicated his channel to his love for music and video games. So is it real? Or is it all just a 14-year-old elaborate hoax? I leave it up to you.
Why wouldn't he continue it?
Thanks for watching. My post schedule is just kinda all off now. So please subscribe and hit the bell so that you get updates whenever a new video.
Do as the man says. Go and check out Nuke, subscribe to his channel, subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell and all that stuff I keep forgetting to tell people to do. That was a good episode. I got goosebumps a few times. However, no pit stains. And enjoyed that. That was some freaky footage right there. So, there will be more. There will be more reaction videos to Nuke's top 5 and some other channels. If you guys have something you want to suggest to me to check out, leave in the comment section down below and I will make a video on it. But for now, Beardo out.